Hello, viewers. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boyz Commentary. Thank you very much for joining us here on this channel. Really, really appreciate your support and constant encouragement and everything like that for this channel. So I really, really appreciate it. And, long may this continue. I hope that you all will continue to enjoy the content as time progresses and everything like that. So thank you very much. And yes, I'm wearing the Watford jersey. Same shirt that Adrian Mariappa wore when Watford played against Manchester City in the latter part of last season in the Premier League. As you can see, it still has the different logos on it and all of that. So, yeah, it's a Premier League shirt. I know if this was probably 2 years ago, I probably couldn't fit in it, but I lost a little bit of weight, so I can fit into a medium shirt now. I never thought a 6'5" guy. 6'5" guy could fit into a medium shirt, but here we are, and we progress. And now to the important information at hand. But before we get into those details in particular, I'm going to ask you, Reggae Boyz fans, a very, very special, a very, very important favor. And I'm asking you to watch the latest video that I did, prior to this one, of course, with the interview that I did with Kimar Taxi Lawrence. Absolutely brilliant how this guy poured out his heart, his mind, his strength about what exactly is going on in Jamaican football and his actual thoughts about the JFF, English-born players, and the program in itself. And in fact, he even spoke about his future if or when Jamaica qualifies for the World Cup, what he's going to do after that tournament as well. So exciting times ahead, and I implore you, please watch the video, the full 40 minutes. I promise you, you will not regret it. If you love Jamaican football and you want the best for it, I implore you, listen to the interview, watch the interview, and look at his facial expressions. Look what it means to him to play for Jamaica. Look what it means. Trust me, it's an interview that you will enjoy. I promise you. It's an interview that I implore you as well to share to one another. And it's an interview I implore you to listen to more than once. Because sometimes, based on research done at many leading universities, our attention span only lasts around 8 to 12 minutes. So I implore you, watch it over and over again. Repetition is how you're going to grasp something, and that's how you're able to have eidetic memory. Very, very important, guys. So please take this very, very seriously. So now on to this very, very important video. A video that I've wanted to do for a little while now, and now getting the opportunity to do so. So, Rhys Williams. What is the deal? Well, who is Rhys Williams? Well, Rhys Williams is a 20-year-old defender that plies his trade with Liverpool Football Club in the English Premier League. Yes, he was born February 3rd, 2001. So he was born in the 21st century. 20 years of age. And you could say his opportunity came into the first team because of Liverpool's catastrophic adversity injury list. Missing out on the likes of Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk, not having them available, Joel Matip to some extent as well, has prompted the likes of Nathaniel Phillips and Rhys Williams into the first team. And you can say in particular that they have done quite well, especially Rhys. Rhys was born in the land of my heritage, well, the city of my heritage, you could say, Preston, just like my surname, up in Lancashire. He grew up in Preston North End fan, and then he joined Liverpool Football Club at 10 years of age, graduated from their academy, and now a first-team player and has gone on to make a number of appearances for the club. And you can say it was it deserving? Well, maybe if the injuries didn't come, we perhaps wouldn't even have seen Rhys in the first team. But we know he went out to Kidderminster Harriers last season, where he went on to play 26 league games and he scored 1 goal in the process. But if you want to look Well, he didn't play any other games in the cup or anything like that. So 26 games. With this season for Liverpool, he's played 13 games. He's played 3 in the Premier League. He's played 2 in the FA Cup. He's played 2 in the League Cup, and he's played 6 in the UEFA Champions League. So he's had experience from different corners: the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, the League Cup. He's had experience all around him. And he has some winning pedigree under his belt as well, because he was part of the Liverpool team that won the FA Youth Cup in the 2018-2019 season, an outstanding defender for Liverpool in that campaign. So he has had some outstanding performances and spells. And for a player of his caliber, 20 years of age and already 6'5" tall, already my height, look, every defender in the game has room for improvement. But before we get into what he is like as a player and why am I talking about him, he made his debut for Liverpool in September last year in the League Cup. This was against Lincoln, and this is when he partnered Virgil van Dijk. So he's had experience as well, playing alongside a world-class defender. He made his Champions League debut against Ajax, which was in November. And, he went on to play against Midtjylland as well, back-to-back appearances in that competition. So it's clear that he's had some good spells in terms of those games and everything like that. He made his Premier League debut on December 16. That was the 2-1 victory against Tottenham Hotspur at Anfield, which in fact was the last time, I believe, Liverpool actually won at Anfield. But why am I talking about Rhys? Rhys was born to Jamaican parents. That is the reality of the scenario. And if you look on his Instagram profile as well, you can see the Jamaican flag and how proud he is. You have some players that have Jamaican heritage, they don't even put up the Jamaican flag. But he does, so it's Jamaican parents. Has played for England at under 18 level, under 19 level, and also at under 21 level as well. So he's played at different levels for England, stemming from the youth level. Before we get into the what is the deal with him and the scenario and all those aspects to it, let's talk about Rhys as an individual. Rhys is a promising young defender. He has exhibited qualities that you could say are demonstrative of an individual that can be a top-class centre-half. He has the height, he has the power, he has the strength, he has the physicality. All those areas together, he has done quite well in. Just like all other defenders in the world, even the Cannavaros, the Ferdinands, the Vidic's, even the Virgil van Dijks, they have errors in them. They're not perfect. By no means they're perfect. Franco Perez, he wasn't perfect, was he? Not at all. By no means. So in terms of his decision-making when the counter-attacks are against his team, the areas that he can work on, and in terms of where he puts his foot in certain challenges. Many people always go back to the FA Cup against Manchester United at Old Trafford, where there was a ball sent from Cavani towards Rashford, and Rhys didn't clear or intercept the ball as he should have in that scenario. So many people were blaming him for that scenario in particular. And to be fair, you could point some of the blame onto him. But life goes on and we have to move on from it. It's unfortunate that he made that sort of error, but he will learn from that error. He's 20 years of age and he's going to improve as a defender. The only question mark is when the likes of Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk return, is he going to get an opportunity in the Liverpool first team? He does have a couple of years left on his contract, so it might mean getting a loan deal at another Premier League team, or worst case scenario, a championship club. I think worst case scenario, he could end up in the second tier of English football, but in terms of depth, I don't think Jurgen Klopp would be willing to send him out on loan. I still think that the likes of Van Dijk, Joe Gomez, Joel Matip, Nathaniel Phillips, and you'll have Rhys Williams in the team as well at some point, and he'll get running in the FA Cup and so on and so forth. So the important question, what is the deal? I'll repeat again. What is the deal with Rhys Williams? What is the deal? The deal is this. Rhys likes Jamaica. He honestly does. He listens to many dancehall artists as well. And it's along these lines. Rhys's focus right now is on Liverpool. He wants to establish himself in the Liverpool first team. He wants to establish himself as a Liverpool player. He wants to be cemented at Anfield. He wants to clap to the cup. He wants to be that player. So his priority right now, even though he has spoken glowingly about Jamaica, his priority right now is not with Jamaica. Does that mean that we're never going to get him? No. Football is a funny game, and things can change from 1 minute to the next. I didn't think that Jermaine Beckford was going to play for Jamaica. I thought that impressive spell at Leeds and Everton would have led him towards an England call-up, but 2013 comes around and Jermaine Beckford is playing for Jamaica. Who knows? We can keep an open mind on it. We can be optimistic, not overly optimistic, but we can keep our mind on it for the future. 20 years of age, 21 next year, 2026 World Cup he's going to be 25 years old. He's going to be 25 years old when the 2026 World Cup comes around. He'll be approaching the prime of his career. What is England's situation going to be like with centre-halves in the near future? It might be difficult for him to break him. It might. So we'll see how things progress where he's concerned. But I genuinely think that there is a chance. Whatever percentage you might have, whatever. But there is a chance. And he has spoken positively about Jamaica. But he says right now his priority is with Liverpool. He's not said no to Jamaica. That is the important element. What he has said is that his priority is with Liverpool. And later on this year, if he's in the Liverpool team for pre-season, then he'll consider his international options. And you might be saying, well, Simon, he's already in the England youth team. There's hundreds of England youth team players that have gone on to represent other nations. So I wouldn't say turn a blind eye to it, but I wouldn't say that means it's set in stone. That's what I would say on the matter. I could name you a lot of English players that have played England youth level, but never broken into the first team. But there is a chance. There is a chance for Rhys Williams. 2022? Maybe not. 2026? Absolutely. Let's keep our eyes on the future as well. Let's keep our eyes on the future. Keita Taylor-Hart, Malachi Sharp, who knows? Rhys Williams might also be in the picture as well. You never know. Dwayne Atkinson, the Kingston College standout, might be in that picture too. Morvina Oliver, Boys Town. Donald Walters, Boys Town. Some of these outstanding talents could be in that 2026 pool. Christopher Pearson. You never know. You never know. Football is an interesting game. And as the time rolls on, things are about to get even more interesting. That is the deal with Rhys Williams. Reggae Boys fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments in below about this matter. Do you like this player? Is it a player that you would like to see involved in the national setup quite soon? What are your thoughts about him? Can he make an impact? As I said, don't forget to like this video, watch the previous video I did, the interview with Kemar Taxi Lawrence, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Reggae Boys Commentary. Take care, guys.